They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jack.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy Dtlf back on another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Phoenix Suns on the road. I believe what's to be the first of a 5-game road trip. So it's imperative that we start this game with a W, but this road trip with a W. But it's not going to be easy because the last time we faced the Phoenix Suns, guys, we were down 22 points at one point, right? And Anthony Davis led a furious comeback, and the Lakers end up winning. So I'm going to break it all down for you guys. Keys to tonight's matchup. I got Prizepicks on deck, which we've been close to winning. Shout out to everybody who's playing with me. I got Over the Hedge, brand new episode coming up, and so much more. So stay tuned. What's up? Good to see you guys. Smitty, Daniel, Ash. Good to see y'all, man. My apologies. Last night I could not do late nights with my girl because my mom was over and I didn't want to make too much noise since they were already sleeping. But I'll take a rain check as we got one final episode coming for that. In the near future, either October 31st or right before then. I'll see, okay? A lot of things moving around due to my brother still being in the hospital, but everything's kind of coming together, and so we'll figure it out, and we're going to remain on schedule. All right. So I want to say congrats to Anthony Davis, all right? What a freaking beast. Western Conference Player of the Week, okay? He led the Lakers to a 3-0 start. 34 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks. He is putting up MVP-esque numbers. So major shout out to AD, man. Hopefully he keeps doing it, and hopefully we are good. What's up, Tony? Reese, good to see y'all, man. He said we need to give Quincy Oliveri some PT and see what he can do. I'm not too concerned with that. I'm pretty sure he'll get his opportunities at some point. But, you know, for now, I like what JJ is doing. He's slowly letting these guys earn it. You can even see it with Dalton Connect, who he started getting less than 15 minutes. Now, you know, the last game he had 20. So, again, I would love to see him shine here and moving forward. Dante Diehard, what's up, fam? Good to see y'all, man. All right, let's get into this. So, according to NBA Central, JJ Redick is the favorite to win Coach of the Year now per Bovada Official. So I guess that's the gambling site. You know, he's favored at the second place. They got Jamal Mosley, then Joe Mazzulla in third place, followed by Taylor Jenkins and Mike Budenholzer. So again, before the season even started, I had kind of figured that JJ would be a very good candidate for Coach of the Year. All he has to do is really improve on the record. I say all he has to do, but it's not an easy task in the Western Conference. But if he can improve on the record that Darvin Ham left and do some damage in the playoffs, I mean, not that the playoffs count, but if he can just improve last year's record, he will win Coach of the Year because the West is not easy. So, but right now they have him as the favorite, and I'm very happy for that, very excited. JJ's doing his thing, man, and he's going to continue to do his thing. So appreciate you, James. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. And so, yeah, it's going to get interesting. Now, it says here, now on the other end, there's something interesting here I want you guys to see, man. So, obviously, we made an upgrade with head coach J.J. Redick. But what happened to the Milwaukee Bucks? Because the Milwaukee Bucks have been struggling to start the season. Well, here you have it. It says here, Bucks superstar after second consecutive loss. He says, and I quote, "We don't have an identity." Does that remind you guys of somebody? So, the Bucks struggling. Meanwhile, the Lakers are thriving. And they try to tell us that the head coaching problem wasn't the issue. Remember when they said that the Lakers were just looking for another scapegoat? My goodness, man. It insane, right? How the mighty have fallen and how the tables have turned. This Laker, obviously it's a long season. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but this Laker team here is ahead of the curve here. All right, we started off 3-0 and not versus easy teams either. One of the teams we play tonight, we already beat them. All right, the Phoenix Suns, the Timberwolves, right? Like we started 3-0 versus good teams that actually have star players and are an offensive juggernaut. And we're looking to go 4-0 tonight. A lot of key things have to happen in order. We already talked about, you know, not letting them go on easy runs, transition. We got killed in transition by turning the ball over. Just like the Sacramento Kings is one of those teams we have to nip that in the butt because I swear I swear, if you let these guys get out there, man, it's not gonna be fun to watch. Let's see. It's crazy then that you guys are undrafted as many Thunders. Wait, what? That you guys are undrafted as my Thunder, Dan? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means, brother. He said, "Well, won't y'all look at that, people? So was so sure JJ Redick would do bad. Oh wow, those words bite the haters in the ass. People are not very happy. They're still preying on his downfall, and we still got to take a game at a time. I'm sure we'll lose a game eventually, and we're gonna have to break down the negative sides of the coaching and gameplay aspect. But right now, it's been a wonderful weekend for LA. Hopefully, LA can continue. Shout out to the Dodgers. They play tonight. I will be covering over on playback, and then as soon as the Laker game starts at 7, I will end that stream and continue moving forward with the Laker game. All right. Now, this isn't something I like to poke fun of, but it's very interesting, guys, because we predicted it, and I said it on Around the League and many other times, right? Subtraction by addition. This player right here has been a toxicity because he refuses to change his game up. Now you got scouts saying what Laker fans always knew. An NBA scout says that the Nuggets should cut Russell Westbrook and believes he should retire. They need to cut Russ. He can't shoot. They have no spacing when he's on the court. Teams are literally daring him to shoot and just crowding Jokic. All right, it continues on to say just crowding Jokic in the paint. God, isn't it beautiful when you get vindicated as a Laker fan? Apparently, we were the problem, but the truth shall set us free. Look, it says, and when he drives to the rim, he gets deep and out of position that he cannot hit layups. Oh my God. But we were the bully fan base for pointing this out, and we pointed it out very gracefully. He's not a good player anymore. We knew this about 3 years ago, fam. When we acquired him, we figured this out. So again, I don't mean to poke fun at Russell Westbrook. I wish him the best. But it's not anything new for us. I hate to say I told you so, but what happened to all the analysts that were saying Westbrook is a good player when he went to the Clippers and that it was just a bad fit for the Lakers? And then when he went now to the, when he didn't work out with the Clippers, they were so shocked he didn't get a contract extension. And now they were so certain that he was going to work out with Jokic because he's such a premier level passer. Okay. Sometimes, we all have to look in the mirror sometimes. And, you have to be real with yourself, right? At this stage of his career, Russell Westbrook is no longer the triple-double machine he once was in OKC. Matter of fact, he hasn't been that since he left OKC. And I think that's the problem. It's called has-been star syndrome. We've seen some of my favorite players go through this. Allen Iverson went through it, where he was such a tremendous star, and his game didn't really translate to like the veteran game. Like some players are lucky. LeBron James, he's such a basketball savant. He's able to adapt his game as he gets older, and some players are not. Even Chris Paul has been able to adapt his game, become more of a mid-range shooter, pick and roll point guard than he was when he was younger in his career, and he was attacking the rim and doing all kinds of crazy things, averaging, double-doubles. Everybody has to adapt their career at some point, especially as you get older. And I think the reality is starting to set in for Russell Westbrook. At least I hope it does for his sake. What Russ really needs to do to be impactful is, first of all, you got to stop speaking in third-person view, man. Let Russ be Russ is horrible, all right? Just have fun is horrible. All these little signature quotes that he had with the Lakers are coming back to bite him because he's just trying to be himself. He went, I think, 0 for 8 the other night. He only had like 2 points. He had like four turnovers. He got to stop trying to be who he used to be and try to adapt his game. He still has some speed. He still has a lot of athleticism. I'm sure there's some IQ somewhere in there in that noggin, rolling around in there somewhere. Just let him. He needs to allow the game to come him, not the other way around, right? They were more worried about stats. I remember one of the quotes he said when he was a Laker was that Laker fans are tough because, they want you to have triple doubles all the time. And when you don't have them, they're questioning you. And I remember coming on here saying, no. This is where Russ is mistaken. Laker fans will love players like Caruso who average a triple single because of the effort, the high basketball IQ, and he lets the game come to him. It has nothing to do against Russ, and I think that's where he took it personal. Our fan base can be very critical, just like the Knicks fan base, because we love our basketball teams, and he couldn't take the criticism, and instead he ran away, right, and from the criticism, and he made it an issue. Basically, he said everybody else is the issue except for me. And when that happens, reality could strike, and that's what's happening to Russ right now. But I do wish him the best, man. I hope he realizes he's no longer OKC Russell Westbrook, and he can finally, become some sort of role player, because that's what they need from him. Man, that's what they need from him. They need him to become a role player who is, so who is very, how can I say it, selfless, because he's been all about the stats for the majority part of his career. And hey, we got a new member. Appreciate you, Reese.
I want to thank you for becoming a member. On Dtlf's channel, we're a family, and together, we win.
Thank you so much, Reese. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the family, bro. Now, like I was saying about Westbrook, again, there's a couple of players like this, but not too many in the league. And what ends up happening, they get phased out. You guys remember what happened to AI when he went to Memphis? They ended up not playing him, right? And he ended up getting cut, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But again, wish him the best. All right, now let's switch over to some good news, because we got some good news, guys, and it's something that I've been telling you guys for a minute, and that is the Lakers should trade for Walker Kessler. Well, we now have a credible source on the scene here. Yeah, boy, what's up, Solo? Look, check this out. The Lakers have shown interest in Walker Kessler per Jovan Bua. Okay, so the Lakers have shown interest in Walker Kessler per Jovan, and this is great news. Again, great minds think alike. We've been saying it all summer on this channel. A big man is exactly what the doctors ordered. A big man like Walker Kessler will be so ideal, fam. You don't understand how ideal he would be. Like, even if he starts or comes off the bench, it doesn't matter. It would be exactly what the Lakers need as a big man who has some great size to him, can protect the paint, can finish around the basket, and just wreak havoc and do the dirty work. And in spurts, you can play them both together. And not to mention, this guy is on a rookie scale contract, which means his extension isn't due till after next season. So it's going to be special, man. It's going to be very, very special that we can acquire this young man. I know right now the asking price for Utah might be 2 first-round picks, but I'm sure they're going to let up and ease up a little bit at some point. And they got other pieces we could use too. Jordan Clarkson off the bench for a combo guard wouldn't be bad. Colin Sexton, if we're going to trade D'Lo in the package, Colin Sexton would be a very formidable replacement. All right, averages about 7 points and 6 assists per game, basically the same as D'Lo. And again, those draft picks have to be utilized properly, because right now this team is 3-0, and they're giving the front office more fuel to go ahead and try to put this team over the top, because they're proving that we can potentially be a legit contender, right? Like legitimate, like not just title contender, because anytime you got LeBron and AD, you're a title contender, but you can be a legit favorite. So again, what do you guys think is the most you would give up for a Walker Kessler type player? And hopefully the Lakers get it done, because we've been going through the rumor mill all summer long. So I'm not going to stick too long on this one, but again, hopefully they're able to get it done here. I personally, I think, again, perfect fit. I don't see a better one around the NBA right now as far as fit goes. Obviously, there's better players around the NBA, but you would have to give up more for them potentially, right? All right, I'll answer a couple questions here. It says, us taking Russ off the bench saved his career. Otherwise, he wouldn't have accepted that reality. Van, I don't think his career is saved. I think his career is in jeopardy, because right now, everywhere he goes, and I've always said it's not people. Look, Russell Westbrook fans send me death threats because I speak facts. A lot of people, just because you have a difference of opinion than somebody doesn't mean that you hate the person you're talking about or anything, right? It's just an opinion. I always said Russell Westbrook got in the way of Russell Westbrook, always. His ego is just too inflated, and we saw that when he came here. When we first traded for him, I was hopeful that he would take a backseat to both AD and LeBron and humble himself and become the third option and just play intelligent basketball. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The chemistry was never there. He tried to force it way too many times. We lost games. Let's be honest. We lost a handful of games because of Russell Westbrook trying to become the hero at the end and either turn over the ball or break a layup or just miss threes. Now, he did send it to overtime like once or twice. That's about it. But it was more miss than hit with him. And again, it's not to hate on Russ, because I'm sure he's a great guy off the court. But on the court, I think his time has passed. And it's only due to the fact that he doesn't adjust his game to match his age, right? Like, he's no longer the same. And a lot of guards in the league that their game is predicated around explosion. They got to make an adjustment at some point, and when they don't do it, unfortunately become one-dimensional players. So what's up, Tamika? Good to see you. Nakomi says, do the deal, Rob. Well, about to backup point guard next season. The deal would be phenomenal. I think they're exploring it. I think right now it's all about who blinks first, right? Do we blink and give up more than a first-round pick? Do they blink and say, you know what? The Knicks already traded for their big man. There's not a huge market for Walker, and we're trying to tank. All right, because the Jazz should be trying to tank right now for the number 1 overall pick. Everybody knows Cooper Flagg has the potential to become a generational talent. For me, honestly, with Cooper Flagg, I see a more offensively gifted Blake Griffin type player. Super athletic, but I do see more offensively gifted, and he has defensive potential as well, which Blake Griffin is okay, hit or miss there in his prime, but Blake Griffin was definitely fun and a generational athlete. And unfortunately, the Clippers did him dirty, and we never heard from him again. But Cooper Flagg has the chance to be special, and the Jazz should be tanking. Honestly, if I was the Spurs, I'd be tanking too. If you could pair him up with Wemby, that's scary. Like, a lot of teams really should be tanking and stop playing games. Go ahead and trade the players while they have trade value and bring back some assets. So Lakers have to keep tabs on those type of teams to see what type of players you can acquire to add to your roster that complements the team best way. And again, Walker Kessler has been my number 1 target all offseason via trade, right? Not free agent, because he was never a free agent, but via trade, he's been my number 1 target. Alchemy, I'm glad you asked. What's up, Dan? He says, did you see those salty commentators butthurt after we won last game because of confetti? I'm so glad you asked, guys, because you know what time it is, right? Does anybody know what time it is? That's right. Over the hedge with yours truly, man, Dtlf. And you guys know this, in this segment right here, we go and we look over the hedge and we look at those pesky, angry fans. And in this case, we're going to look at those pesky, angry commentators because they said something really stupid that didn't make sense to anybody involved.
And they got the streamers coming down like
what
the Dodgers
Game 7?
just won the pennant.
They said we have the streamers coming down like the Dodgers just won the pennant, and then the lady goes, what is this, Game 7? Really? Like, this tells you the whole story of a franchise that's never won anything, so they don't know how to act, and they're really jealous when we just won a regular season game. This has been a tradition for the Lakers for years, and let me tell you why the Lakers really do it. Because we get lots of tourists that come from out of town and out of the country even to watch the Lakers play, and they want to have souvenirs to take with them. So a lot of times I've been to the games plenty of times. They grab the streamers and they take them with them, and they put them in their room or wherever. They say, I was there. I was at Staples Center. I was at Crypto. So it becomes iconic. But listen to the haterism in their voice here.
You got to understand, this Anthony Davis first win against the Montes Sabonis.
It is.
So they're going to celebrate out here. 131-127 is your final score.
What? This man was holding on to that bar. You know he wanted to drop that line for the longest. He said, this is Anthony Davis' first win against Domantas Sabonis, as if that's supposed to be something to drop confetti about. Wow. Sacramento. Now I see why Shaq called them the Queens. I'm sorry, Sacramento. I'm sorry, but y'all was acting like some drama queens on that one. Wow. I'm really like, that is despicable. But the fun doesn't stop there, because after we smacked that ass, of course, their fans took to, you want to talk about real queens, the fans took to Twitter to talk crazy. Look, they said, this is what Bumble Note B says. I can't be mad for real. It's LeBron, for fuck's sake. So somebody with some brains on here, more brains than the commentators, I'll tell you that. Samaki Hori says, Coach Brown, if you're reading this, somehow you got to start Keon for defense. Fix that defense before you get canned like like Dave Jerger and Luke Walton. Oh my goodness, they're already starting with the threats. And at the bottom, the guy says, a stupid team, get my hopes up, and every time and kill it before I know it. Oh man, that is hilarious. And we got more though. We got more, of course. It says here, this loss is 100% on Mike Brown. We don't have the players for the system. It's just not going to work. He hit his ceiling with the team time to go. See, this is a franchise that doesn't know how to act. Mike Brown has been a great head coach for them. They just started off 0-3 now, 0-4. I don't know. But if they remember, they made a run last year after starting off slow. So I don't get it. Casual fan base here. And again, fire Mike Brown, please, God. And then we got a Lakers / LeBron fan saying, you just got smoked by Let Go. And then at the bottom, see, this is where it's crazy. Christian says, Lakers acting like they're going to go deep in the playoffs. I'm crying. We're not acting like anything other than the fact that we just won a game. How is this acting like we're going to go deep in the playoffs? Again, the streamers really bother them that much. That team is very sensitive as the streamers bother them. And look, we know Sabonis was what, 10-0 or 9-0 heading into the game, whatever. But Anthony Davis cooked his ass. And a lot of the reason why Sabonis, there's no excuse for AD those times he had a lapse. But, oh my goodness. But Sabonis was put in positions to succeed by a good coach in Mike Brown, while Anthony Davis was not. Right? I mentioned the difference between AD this year and last year. This year, they're drawing up plays like the wedge punch in different half-court sets for AD to clear him out and let him go to work early in the shot clock. And they're giving the ultimate green light, even his jumper. I believe I've seen a stat where he's shooting 40% from beyond the arc. That's the best since he's arrived here as a Laker. So he's having the best year, and the coaching matters. So for those casual fans that were bragging about Sabonis and all of this and the commentators, wow. Well, I hope they get used to this loss because it's only the beginning for the Lakers. We're going to get better and better, much to their chagrin, and they're going to get more frustrated and more frustrated. So that wraps it up for another mini episode of Over the Hedge. I just thought I had to do it, even though it's 2 days later, because the commentators, how classless can you be? You're really that mad about streamers coming down from the top? Like, they really had that line about Sabonis being up on – talk about being petty. They really had that line ready to fire off as soon as they lost. And like I said, I hope they get used to it because there's a lot more to go. All right. I want to shift my focus over to this ball game here versus the Phoenix Suns because, again, this is a team that – and by the way, Lakers are about to hit the road. We have to look and find ways to win on the road. It's not going to be easy, guys, at all. First and foremost, they're a fast-breaking team. And I feel like that's one of our Achilles heels. We went on a tremendous, I think it was like a 22-0 run to come back in the Phoenix Suns game a couple of nights ago. And, I cannot wait to see what we do tonight on the road. This is going to be our first game of the season on the road. So we have to come together at the right times in order to win this game, right? They're going to make some runs for sure. We have to figure them out throughout the course of the game. I'm looking forward to JJ's adjustments again. We have what seems to be a mastermind at the head coaching position. Every time there's an issue, like last night or the last game, D'Angelo Russell in the fourth quarter turns the ball over, immediately calls a timeout, and here comes Gabe Vincent. So we need more of those type of in-game on-the-fly adjustments because those are the type of adjustments that make you win. All right, any comments, questions, concerns about tonight's game or anything we just discussed, guys? I'll go ahead and read a couple of comments. Let's see. My guy Tech says, that's how you know fans out here really praying for our downfall. Even got the King salty. King's always been salty, man. And to be honest with you, the Kings franchise, they have a good history of competing and competing in the playoffs. But the Lakers have always taken them out, right? In spite of those annoying cowbells. Like that has to be one of the more annoying things in an arena, cowbells in your ear. Can you imagine going to the game and you hear in your ear? I would turn around and punch somebody in the throat. They do that in my ear. I'm sorry. But seriously, it's insane how, all these years they've put some pretty good teams together and now they're finally back in the playoffs a couple of years. Now they don't know how to act. Now they're lighting a beam. The only beam they're going to light is this L, fam, because I'm telling you, the Sacramento Kings, they're not really legit. I never saw them as a threat, right? We talked about it on Around the League. I don't see them as a threat. There's very few actual threats in the West, and the Lakers are actually one of them. But there's very few threats, okay? We talked about it already. The Mavericks, they're a threat. Obviously, they made it to the finals. They got Klay Thompson, who looks to be a good fit. They're a threat. Who else? Talked about the Lakers already. I said it. I think the Nuggets regressed. I don't think they're a threat unless they make a trade or something crazy happens. But if they hold on to Westbrook, I think that's our best ally. As a Laker fan, I want them to hold on to Westbrook. Who else is a threat in the West? There's only a handful. The Thunder, they're a threat. They're really dangerous, matter of fact. Who else? There's maybe 4 teams that are legit. The rest are all pretenders, and they're going to have nice little spurts during the regular season, but they're going to bow out in the postseason for sure. So there's about 4 real contenders in the West, which is more than the East. In the East, I really only see 2 to 3, right? I see the Obviously, the Celtics, I hate to say it, but it's true. The Knicks, I think they're going to compete in the East. And I don't even see the Bucks as a threat because they have Doc Rivers, who's a horrible coach, and because they have Darvin Ham playing Torian Prince 30-plus minutes a night. So for multiple reasons, I do not see them as a threat. I don't think, even though I like Giannis, I don't think they're really going to go that far, if I'm being quite frank. I also want to talk about one thing here, man. I thought this was hilarious yesterday. Did you guys hear about the statue heard around the world? Well, look no further because here it is. The brand new D Wade statue, fam. Brand spanking new. Look at this thing. My God, if that isn't one of the ugliest statues I've ever seen. Wow. Is this God of War? Is this Kratos from God of War? Who is this? It's not D Wade. I don't care what nobody says. That is not D Wade. I repeat, that is not D Wade, fam. So yeah, they really shacked it a fool with that statue right there. And then I'll be honest, I really didn't feel bad for Wade because remember, Wade broke Kobe's nose at the All-Star game. So karma comes back around at some point, right? At some time. But I thought it was hilarious. And the internet thought it was hilarious because they're still talking about it today. So, wow. Yep. Who is that? My guy said he looks like Lawrence Fishburne. Absolutely. He looked like somebody, but it damn sure don't look like Wade. They were talking about it today that maybe they should sever the head off and just have people pose on the build some stairs behind the statue and have people pose and pretend like they're part of Wade County. I actually thought that was a cool idea. First statue to do that, no face, because that face is ugly, man. They're better off headless. All right, where's the headless horseman when you need him? All right, come get one right quick. But yeah, I mean, congratulations on him on a statue, but that's not his statue. That's somebody else's statue around the world. Imagine there's a dude that looks like that somewhere and he comes and poses by the statue. That would be epic. I want to see that. He said, Anthony Walker, damn, they cooking that boy. Yeah, thank you, Kimiko. Make sure you guys tap in playback today. We got Dodgers. We got Lakers. We got all of that. Before I get into my final keys of the game, let's hop on over to Prizepicks. We've been so close to winning some good moolah on Prizepicks, guys, that hopefully tonight will be the night. But I think they got a promotion. 7 days of promotions they gave us for opening night. Look, Big Monday Protect Play. So it looks like, let's see. It says win or your cash back up to $25. All right, so it's a free entry, basically. If you guys have not done it, perfect time to do it, right? So let's get into the action really quick. NBA. Make sure you guys let me know, who you guys think I should pick up. Yeah, the Kobe statue looks great. People were talking crap about that one. And Kobe statue looks like Kobe at least. But all right, Ja Morant, 19 points versus who? He had one bad game. He's about to get these 19. Ain't no way he don't get those 19. All right. Let's see who else. Zach LaVine, 21 seems a little high. He's going up against Memphis. It is an up and down game. I can see him getting it. I'm not gonna pick him up. Chris Paul at 8.5. Oh my goodness, how the mighty have fallen. Chris Paul has not gotten over 10 points all season long. Interesting, but he is going up against Houston, so it's a risky pick. So you guys are here with me, man. I'm gonna walk you guys through the matchups. Okay. Who else? We got to go to the Lakers. We got to go see the Lakers and see what they got on the Lakers front because the Lakers been balling. AD. All right. AD has to continue to cook. He's going up against Phoenix. The last time he went up against Phoenix, he had what? He had 35 points. So I got him over the 26 tonight. He got to continue to be aggressive. Let's go. Let's do it. Wait. Wrong one. This one right here. What is his it's 29 points is his now I'm gonna go 26 to be safe. I'm gonna go 26. If you pick this one right here, it gives you more if you win, right? More money. But now I'm gonna go the safe route, the AD route. Fantasy score, they got Austin Reeves at 29. He only missed it once. I think he gets it tonight. We need him to be special tonight. For sure, we need him to be special. All right. Who else? What else we getting from here? 13.5 for D'Lo, bro. If he cannot get 13.5 tonight, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna choose to believe in D'Angelo Russell. Make sure you guys don't tell me if you guys don't believe in him. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pick up D'Lo. Why not? I have a good feeling tonight he'll get over 13. Who else? Where's LeBron at? They got him at 22.5. I'm tempted. Okay, let's do it, man. If he has another fourth quarter like the one he has, we're gonna be big winners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go get a Phoenix Sun. A Phoenix Sun that always cooks the Lakers. You know who it is. It ain't Devin Booker either, right? Although Devin Booker does sometimes go off. But they got Bradley Beal at 16.5. Low key, I might pick that one up. Low key, he had 15 last time versus us, but 16.5 is kind of low. But let's see what else is there. Booker at 28. Where they got him at? Where they got Booker at? The points. 24.5. I feel like he can get that. He hasn't got it all season. He's due. He's due. Either Booker or KD. Who you guys want me to pick up? Booker or KD? I trust KD more, but I don't know. And then it's got to be KD, right? Because KD's about to show up versus LeBron. He always tries to show up big versus LeBron. So what do you guys think? KD or Booker? Please say KD. Give me any reason, any motivation to not pick Devin Booker. Anybody? All right, I'm going to make an executive decision here. And I'm going to say KD more. It's the start of the season, so more people are scoring. Guys, let's put in this credit right here. And I'm going to play $10. I'm going to play $10 since it's protected. I get the credit back. If I lose, yeah, why not? Let's do $10 and let's make it happen, Captain. Let's make it happen, Captain. That'll be my entry. Let's see if it works. There you go. Successful entry to the lineup, guys. We got it. Yeah, KD for sure. Appreciate your text. All right. Back to the Lakers versus Suns. Again, I keep mentioning it, but Anthony Davis led us, and we wiped away a 22-point deficit last game. Well, this game, let's make sure that doesn't happen. We don't want any 22-point deficits. Matter of fact, we got to get off early tonight because we're on the road. All right. They're probably going to have a better game late in the game since they're at home. So I want the Lakers to come out here firing and just play intelligent basketball. Look, Anthony Davis averaging 34. Keep feeding it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. LeBron James leading us in assists, 7.3. I like him because to me, he's the third option on this team right now. And that's skill-wise. Clearly, skill-wise, he's number one. But I'm just talking about he's been taking a backseat and taking over in the second half of games. I like that strategy. I mentioned it before the season even started. I want that to happen. And then Anthony Davis continues to crash the glass. He's averaging 11. We got to keep Yusuf Nurkic. I always butcher his name. Yusuf Nurkic off the glass. All right. And then we got to try to contain Kevin Durant because he's averaging 28.7 this year. And so he's going to try to have a big game because he's going up against LeBron. You know, these are primetime games for players like KD. They love it. Now, really quick, I want to show you guys where the team ranks this season. Shout out to Yahoo Sports for these stats. Real quick, let me see if I can share the tab with you guys here. Bring it up. There it is. There it is. Check it out, guys. We are well-rounded this season. So if you can see here, points per game, we are 4th in the NBA. We're averaging 121. The Phoenix Suns are 10th in the NBA at 115. Who would have thought that a change of coach would maximize our 2 superstars and our role players to get us to scoring for the first 3 games at least 121? That's phenomenal right there. All right, assists per game, guys. This has always been key. These are 2 of the top teams that move the ball. The Lakers are on top, 29 assists. I want us to get that up a little bit more to 30. And then, the Suns are in 5th place with 28.7. So we know they're going to move the rock. Our defense has to be on point tonight. We got to be able to switch and communicate. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough night to win. All right, rebounds per game. The Lakers, we need to get better in that department, but I think getting somebody like Walker Kessler will help. We're 19th. I want us to be top 10, okay, in rebounds per game. We imagine how much better. I told you guys that's our weakness. Sometimes we give up way too many offensive rebounds, and that does bother me, right? But that's because we're playing a single big man lineup sometimes. And so, again, rebounds per game, 19. Now you see why the Lakers are so interested in trading for a big man. And the Suns are bottom of the half of the league. They're 26th. They're damn near at the bottom. So we got to crash the glass against them tonight and take our advantages as best as we can. But it's not a huge difference in the rebound department. And it should be because we have AD and LeBron and Rui. We got some big players. All right. Turnovers per game. We've done a much better job to start this year. And again, that is the mark of great coaching in the NBA. 9th, we're top 10. So I'm happy with that. 12.7 is beautiful. Mwah! Beautiful to start the season. 12.7 turnovers. per game. That's wonderful. If we can lower it a little bit more, get it to 10 or below, even better. But, the Suns are 16.3. That's about where we were last season. Now, field goal percentage, because the Lakers are playing smart basketball, not settling for threes. We are third in the NBA right now at 49%, basically 50% from the field. Basically, we make half of every shot we take. And that is a godsend again. Assist turnover ratio 2 to 2.3. So we have 2.3 assists before we turn the ball over. That's great. That's best for fourth in the league. Suns are 12th. All right. So we got to try to turn them over a little bit. Free throw percentage. Surprisingly, we're a top 5 team in the league. All right. Meanwhile, Phoenix is 17th. And then block shots, we can improve there. But again, another big man would help there tremendously from the weak side. 5.3 game, not too bad, but AD's doing 90% of that. 3-point percentage, obviously we have to improve. We're 13th. The Suns are 3rd. So again, them getting out in transition, they're going to try to cook us with the 3-point shots. We got to make sure we're there. And then steals per game, our defense is A1. Imagine when Vando gets back. So we're 13th right now, and the Suns are 18th. So again, self-destructing would be the worst remedy for the Lakers here. I think we can beat the Phoenix Suns as long as we don't self-destruct and have a sloppy start. We are on the road, and we got to come together. But I have the Lakers winning tonight, hopefully 110 to 105. That'd be a great score right there. All right, final questions, guys. Final questions before I get off of this thing and go get ready for the Dodgers game. If you guys want to pass, make sure you guys go over there. I'll be live for the Dodgers game till about 5 minutes till 7, and then I'll end that stream and start the Laker one. So go LA tonight. Both of our teams are on the road. It's kind of funny how they're parallel, right? We started undefeated both this weekend, and both teams are now on the road. So let's see. It's going to be our first trials and tribulations for both teams. Dan, do you think the Lakers can make the play-in this season? Ricardo, my brother, you got to make sure you tune into games, brother. Because these questions are very telling of you not watching the games, my boy. Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. I think the Lakers record should answer that for itself. Not only the play-in, but the playoffs. I think the Lakers can do a top seed in the West. All right. But you got to watch the games, man. What do you mean play-in? We're not thinking about the play-in. Come on, son. You got to get the program. I know you've been very negative about the Lakers, and you don't want to be wrong. Because a lot of people don't want to be wrong. Like you were telling me a lot during the offseason. Oh, Lakers are going to struggle. Oh, this. Oh, that. Bro, just admit you were wrong. Lakers are off to a better start than you thought. And get on the good side, man. Get on the positive side. All this negativity you've been sending the channel, bro. Come on now. Let's see. Whose house? Ram's house, baby. Oh, you try to trick me. That was a trick question, huh? Okay. I see you, D. I see you. Hopefully we see more Connect in the third. Man, I want to see Connect in the first half. I want to see him eventually start. I mean, this kid has been sensational. And I told you guys he probably struggled at first to get a little bit of minutes because of the team depth. But we have to carve out minutes. I'm sorry. Max Christie has gotten off to a slow start. I'm giving him half of the minutes to Dalton because Max has to be more productive on the offensive end. And defensively, he's always going to be there. And I love Max. We need more from Max. Yes. And remember, you heard it here first, Weston. I've been telling folks that the team had, I wanted us to be a top 6 seed in the West. Now we're up in that a little bit, right? That's what I'm saying. Tex. They thought it was a stretch when I first said it, but now look. Now everybody's starting to see the vision. It's still very early, and we have to go through a 5-game road trip. But this 5-game road trip, I think we can win 3 out of the 5, and I'll be very happy with that record because then we'll be 5-2 to start the year. If we can win 3 out of these next 5, ecstatic, right? If we win 4 out of the 5, over the moon. If we win all 5, guys, I won't know how to behave post-game if we win all 5, okay? I'm not going to be able to contain myself if we win all 5 of these next road games that are coming up. But it starts tonight, 1 game at a time. I'm going to let you guys go. I want to say thank you. Shout out to my sponsorship, Prizepicks. Make sure you guys tap in. Promo code DTLF gets you $50 play credit with your first $10 deposit. So make sure you guys do that. And if you guys already are members and you guys already use my code, no fear. They still have promotions like the one I played. Basically a free entry. It's like Flex Friday, and it's not even Friday. So get in on the action, guys. I will see you guys on playback for both games. And then post-game here tonight after the Lakers hopefully win. Let's get it, Lakers. Let's get it, Dodgers. I will see you guys later. Enjoy the game, fam. Peace.